All right, we're talking about tonight, Valentine's Day, and especially if you want to order dinner. Have you ever ordered from Doordash, maybe used a ride-share app such as Uber or Lyft to get around? Today, in some major cities across the country, some drivers from these apps went on strike in cities like Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. Why? They want higher wages. Tom Kowalski spoke with some local restaurant owners and DoorDash drivers today to find out how it's affecting us here at home. Tom, what did you find out?
Well, Eva, good evening. Well, it seems that the strikes haven't really quite hit Erie yet, at least not quite yet. And it's certainly something that local drivers have thought about, seeing as the low payday is seemingly universal no matter where you are in the country. According to one driver, depending on the day, DoorDash drivers in Erie can earn on average about $6 an hour, not including tip, which many customers don't. Now, they're calling for higher pay. If you've ever ordered something on DoorDash, you're probably familiar with the bright red bag your food comes in. But that red bag has a driver, one who's probably hoping for a big payday from your delivery. But that's not always the case.
I guess an average order would be $6.
Dalton Boggs has been driving for DoorDash for about a year. He says while he hasn't heard of the driver strike for higher wages, he's certainly on board.
They pay usually like $2 to $2.50 per order, and then they kind of bet on the customer tipping, which they don't have to, so it can go as low as like $2 an order for however many miles it takes. So sometimes the mileage is higher than the pay.
But a potential DoorDash strike in Erie could affect more than just the drivers. It could also affect local businesses who rely on the service, such as Stephanie Clausen of Give a Crepe.
We get roughly 30% of our orders via DoorDash. I mean, it would impact us because we're a business that utilizes the company. Treat your DoorDash drivers the same way that you would treat a valued staff is what I believe.
And at the Tipsy Bean Cafe, owner Giselle Luttrell hopes they can avoid a strike in Erie altogether.
We probably have approximately 10% of our income comes through DoorDash. I understand that times are hard, but perhaps there's a better way to unite and say something to DoorDash about how can you make changes without actually disrupting the service. I feel like there's a better conversation that can happen as opposed to disrupting not only customers of DoorDash, but the businesses like us, the small business owners that rely so heavily on it.
Now, for regular Uber and Lyft drivers, their form of protest today was refusing any pickups or deliveries to the airport today between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. But for DoorDash drivers, it's still a bit unclear as to what their methods are or will be going forward. We'll continue to update you if we learn any more. Live in the studio, Tom Kowalski, Erie News Now.